Welcome Pisces, Happy New Year. It's 2019. I'm Dadhichi from astrology.com.au. To those of you that are new, welcome. Great to have your company here. And I wanted to talk, I'm going to be referring to my notes here because I've written 3,000 words on Pisces and the influence of the planets in 2019. But I'll just give you the introduction here to give you a general scoping of what's coming. And the first important transit is the new moon in your 11th house of Capricorn, taking place on January 6. This highlights the importance of your friendships, networking and connections with elder siblings, would you believe. You're focused on reviving your heartfelt associations, and this is a period where you'll reappraise the validity of those relationships and friendships. If for some reason you felt shortchanged in your social life, you're going to make some important changes there, and you won't be afraid to extend your social circle at this time. It's particularly important because you've had an ongoing transit of Pluto and Saturn in this very same area. This may have shaken up your relationships to their foundations, actually, and in some cases the experiences may not have been too pleasant. You've had to let go of some people in your life, those who haven't been reciprocating friendship in the way you believe friends should. Saturn and Pluto often create forced change. In some instances, those long-term friends may have been taken away from you. They may have moved away. Perhaps they've passed on too, unfortunately. You must see this as all part of your growth process. Regard this as ultimately being for your own good. Now, with Jupiter transiting your 10th house of profession, and Mercury also spending the first few days of the year in this position, your work will become very, very important in 2019. Jupiter is one of your principal ruling planets, and it shows exactly where you'll be focusing most of your attention and love. This placement of Jupiter occurs only once every 12 years and offers an expansion of your professional objectives. Not only that, you'll feel great about what you're doing. That's really, really important. As a result, the beneficial aspect on your second house of finances, your fourth house of family and domestic affairs, as well as your sixth house of health and relationships with co-workers will all receive a positive uptick from this jovial planet. On March 7th, the new moon transit occurs in your sun sign. As it transits your ruling planet, Neptune, simultaneously. This should be regarded as a significant highlight of the year, as early as it is. This stirs your emotions and the highest idealism within yourself. You must be careful, however, not to let your imagination run away with you. Neptune can sometimes cause confusion, false hopes, and even illusions, if not delusions in the extreme case. There may also be some deceptive elements associated with this transit, and that means you must be careful of those you associate with under these rays. Instability in your financial arena is forecast by the transit of disruptive Uranus in your second house of income and monetary values. On January 7th, it moves into its direct motion, and this should be a welcome move forward if you've been in the midst of fiscal madness for some time. The relieving news is that it leaves this area on March 6th. That enters the third house of communication, your thinking mind, and any negotiations that you may be working through are all newly impacted by Uranus. With it making its presence felt in this mental arena of your horoscope, your creativity will be triggered in a big way. That's the third house transit of Uranus. You'll have flashes of brilliance. You want to share your ideas with others. And because it relates to shorter, more local journeys, you're going to be on the go for much of the year with this planet. It's important to plan your activities because this planet can drain you mentally and place unnecessary strain on your nervous system. This third house also relates to your siblings, Pisces. So, whereas the 11th reflects the elder-born siblings of your family, this third house has much to say about your younger co-borns, if you have siblings. The unsettling effect of this planet causes them to do irrational things, and you could be drawn into the fray by trying to make things better for them. My suggestion is you don't get sucked into a whirlpool where your resources, time, and more importantly money must be forked out to save them from some misfortune of their own doing. The new moon of June 3rd spotlights your family life. This occurs in your fourth house, and gives you a new perspective on what it means to be part of a family. There can be exciting new connections made between yourself and those you thought you knew for the whole of your life. This cycle reveals new things from your past, your historic and genetic background. So it's full of surprises. You'll start to feel more drawn to understanding your cultural roots, particularly if your family has its roots in exotic world locations. History and its impact on your family come to the fore. Moreover, the moon rules your mother and the maternal lineage of your family, and that's where there may be a renewed love and feeling of warmth and appreciation for her. It could be mutual. Your relationships will become more solidified generally within your family circle. Now, Mars is located in your sun sign when the year starts, and it too shows that you have a lot more drive and energy than you usually do. You're excited about what the coming year brings, and your enthusiasm may, however, turn to impatience, making you impetuous in your actions. Try to channel that enthusiasm into the right areas of your life, Pisces. There could be problems in your relationship if the one you love most is dragging their feet and you feel as if you're the one that's always taking the initiative. This is about involving your partner in what you do rather than doing it alone. There's a strong sense of independence and maybe even willfulness, and the evidence for this is the conjunction of Mars with erratic Uranus in the days leading up to February 13. You may be so committed to proving how independent you are that you'll burn your relationships at this time. Think things through more carefully before deciding to charge like a bull at a gate. If you're hasty in your decisions, you may realise later that a great deal of good work has been undone. Take a deep breath, think carefully about what it is you want in 2019, but as importantly, what the ramifications are for everyone that you're associated with. By using these energies intelligently, you make great strides in every department of your life through 2019. And I've got more to tell you. I've only just given you the opening here. There's romance and friendship, there's finance and career, and karma, luck and spirituality. That's the rest of the news. It's all available for you from January 1 at astrology.com.au. The yearly overviews for you, the written transcript of what's coming for you in 2019. I hope you'll avail yourself of that, and you'll also come back and visit me in February when I do the February forecasts. Again, Happy New Year, and thanks for joining me today. Bye-bye.